Somebody can't stop thinking about how they want to take your clothes off. I know, we're getting straight into it. This is a spicy reading. Alright, so there's somebody who, what I'm hearing is they haven't had deep sexual desires for another person in a long time. There is something about you that drives them crazy. This person, they fantasize about being with you. Well, some of you, you've already been together. Okay? So, no matter if you've been together or not, those fantasies are coming to fruition or have. With that being said, I see there being a new playful connection or time you are going to go through with this connection. Spirit wants you to enact on this, all right? Humans are sexual beings. We have needs, we have wants, we have desires, and it's important to have a balance and be fulfilled in that aspect with the right people. Always be careful with who you allow to share, who you allow yourself to share your body with, okay? Because we do carry spiritual energy or matter, and when we're with somebody else, there can be a transmutation of their matter to you, your matter to them, and you affect each other's timelines. Or you have a telepathic connection in it. Depending on what you did together, depends on how long it takes for that connection to break. For there not to be a string or a thread anymore between you two. Had to notate that. This specific person, though, you will have no doubts that you can explore, you can touch, you can be present. I'm hearing that for a lot of you here, you've had partners who maybe you weren't really ever focused on. If you get my drift, not this person. This person's night and day. Okay, I'm hearing that whoever this is attached to you, they get what they desire based off of seeing you get what you desire. So, let's see, Spirit, go ahead and channel further from there. Well, there's no doubt about it that there's a lot of eyes on you. You see, you age like a fine wine. No matter if this is a person that you're actively in a relationship with, or if this is somebody that's just currently manifested into your life, they've seen your evolution. So either this means that you guys grew up in the same area, they did a deep dive on you online, or you even somehow were like friends of friends. You and this person never had, like, I don't see you growing up or whatever being best friends, but there was an ability, you've seen each other. So this individual, there was a time where they didn't really bat a second eye at you, and not in any type of way. It's just that's how it was then. And then you grow, and this person has aligned back to you. For the ones of you here where this is that they did a deep dive on you, went to all of your socials and looked back as far as they could and etc., what they saw was an authentic evolution. This person does their homework. They don't just fall for anybody. So they wanted to have a background. They wanted to see what you're about. And they liked when they found, because they found authenticity. They found somebody who's continued to do the work. So a humongous amount of their attraction doesn't even come just to the way you look, okay? It's about how you've evolved. It's about how you've chosen to show up in the world. That you haven't given up on yourself. You're a very unique person. You could have been the what was it called? The black sheep of your family, the lone wolf, etc. But it was always just about finding the correct people to be in your pact. You have a past life connection. There's no doubt about it. And be ready for when you two are intimate to have past life downloads, to remember things, to unlock visions that the only way you could have the key to would be through climax with this person. This individual and you, time is on your side. It's always been. You had to actively choose to change your life and to not settle to meet this person, to see that Spirit had something bigger planned for you too. If you stayed the same, if you chose to not grow, this connection could have never thrived in your life. What I'm also hearing is when you two are doing what you do, it's like the minutes and the hours, it don't matter. They're the same thing. You will be able to keep up with each other. And 1 second you look at the clock, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The next second you look at the clock, it's 12 o'clock in the morning. Somebody that has your same tastes. I mean, you are a very sexual person. And when that is a real big part of what makes you happy, because not everybody is, and that's cool. But if that's a part that really makes you happy and fulfilled, you will always feel a little part missing if you don't have a person that's like that as well. Other individuals you've been with in the past, they didn't check off all your boxes. Don't get me wrong, guys. I can see you've had some good times, but this is different. Okay? Spirit wants you to honor being in the present moment with them. Don't focus on labels and being in the state of where is this going, the future. You need to be present with this person. The only way for any of that to happen is by being present now. You're going to get down to the core, to the bones of each other. As you touch each other's flesh, you will seep into their bones. And I hear the pillow talk as well. Okay? Just as enticing and loving and sexy the intimacy is, so is the pillow talk. Both of you are going to have a different level of respect, of trust. And there's trials and tribulations you won't have to go through with each other because you've already gone through it in your life. This person they're not the one that changes everything. You changed everything for yourself. And this love is a reward and a spiritual tool for this life. Your love, in all forms, sends a frequency to the world. When you are pleasured by somebody who's deserving of pleasuring you, that's also we've already discussed that's a projection to the world. But something I'd like to state for a moment is, if you've ever heard of sex magic, one of the biggest forms of manifestation of power that you can utilize and focus on something to put that energy to is it's climaxing with the intention. I'm not going to go deep into it here, okay? Keep PG-13. I might have even gone a little bit above that, at least for TikTok. I'm not sure. But if this is something that's tooting your horn, if you will, do some more research about it. You and this person are very powerful together. This is more than lust. This is more than a good time. Your love, it breaks generational curses. It's a healing frequency. It's an anchor. This is an anchor connection to this world. So let and allow this to thrive. You understand so deeply who you are. This person understands so deeply who they are. And what I'm hearing is both of you have already forgiven yourself. Like, and it's nothing to do with each other. I mean, in the world, you've forgiven yourself for thinking less of you, for settling for less, for doing things out of anger because of a volcano effect, of being human. And a lot of us, we choose not to forgive ourselves, and then we can't align with who's meant to grow with us. This person and you have a lot to unpack together. Beautiful, intense, powerful, comfortable, exciting. You will be able to go through trials and tribulations together. And this attraction, this hunger for each other, it's organic. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, joining my apprenticeship program, checking out any of my other available services, go to my website that's linked in my bio, offprintmint.com. And that's what I got for you today. I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.